All right. Nice morning, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice and fresh.
I'm just eating the cauliflower hot roast, the last batch.
Okay, so this is just cucumber.
No, that's celery.
Okay.
Celery with the turmeric and black pepper. And then I brought out some homemade ketchup if you want to try that.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
If you don't, that's fine too. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then the probiotic bacteria.
I better take that.
Omega-3.
Omega-3. I better take that. So, you're going to talk about Hellboy first?
Yeah, it was the best one of the bunch. In fact, I think it was the only
The
one
best
worth
of
watching.
these five.
Yeah.
You're not saying it's the best of the whole Hellboys, right?
No.
Because that first one, I think it was the first one we
with
saw
Ron
together.
Perlman.
Yeah, Perlman's made for it.
Perlman. Yeah, he was perfect as Hellboy. I don't know why they're not doing it anymore, but this is a new series of Hellboy. And it has a different actor in it. And
It's not bad.
He's not as good.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good an actor. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah.
But anyway, you can see the cover. They've given him quite a chest. It almost looks like they shouldn't call him Hellboy.
But Hellgal.
Hell woman.
Yeah.
Got some pretty impressive mammaries on him.
Yeah, he's got some guns on him. Yeah, four of them.
There we go.
Yeah, it was a little bit overdone, I thought. I don't know. Was that CGI or something like that? I don't know.
The special effects are impressive. There's a lot more gore, like really graphic violence, like people getting ripped up and stuff. But yeah, you'd expect that from this. And they do the graphics well, so whatever. It fits. And anyway, so I was impressed with the movie. And I'll watch the next one they put out. You?
Well, I think so, yeah. You grab it, I'll watch it. So.
Now, the next best of this one...
Understand, I won't be militating. When's the next Hellboy coming up? Make sure you check for it.
I enjoy it.
It was pretty good, but...
anyway, the next one I'd recommend is Escape Plan, The Extractors, with Sylvester Stallone and some other folks. And honestly, it's not good. But how many of this type of movie actually is?
Yeah, I mean, this is Vin Diesel territory. Who else?
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
I mean, if that's
territory.
what you're looking for in a movie, you want some... You're really mad about something, somebody's done you wrong, and you want to watch a movie that there's going to be some payback.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're going to get it here.
Actually, I don't want to do a spoiler alert, but I was kind of disappointed with the way Sylvester. Spoiler alert. Sylvester Stallone actually wins.
He gets the bad guy.
He gets it back.
But he does not save everyone. Not by a long shot.
Well, that's kind of needs a spoiler alert too.
Oh dear. Yeah, okay, well, during the movie where I'm going, is there going to be anyone left for him to save? You know, is it going to finally he gets there and he's like...
Yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment.
But anyway.
A good hero doesn't let any good person die.
No.
You know? That's the way I look at it. So.
But now,
he's
I
kind
guess
of getting
times
slow.
are changing. Well, so they're saying, we can let a few go.
Well, that's partly it. He's an old geezer now. You know, he doesn't move as fast.
It takes a while for him to get to the bad guy.
He moves about as slowly as he talks. So, yeah, like someone called him and Jason Statham in a movie a while back. Was it Ocean's 11?
He's sitting there saying, why am I still having to save people?
There we go.
And that's why he's letting a few die, because he's like, come on, young men, step up.
It's us old geezers like Bruce Willis and Schwarzenegger coming out of retirement, and me, we're having to save people. Yeah. It's 40 years down the road, coming up 50. Well, 40 years, but closer.
I had to take some major painkillers to get out here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
Anyway, I did enjoy it, but I was a bit disappointed.
The next one, I would say James enjoyed Vigilante Diaries enough that it was worth him watching it. For me, it was just so awful. I mean, the movie was very poorly done. It was very low quality. I was enjoying it on a camp level. Yes,
okay, so.
He thought it was funny when there was a sort of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They had some good backing
funny.
actors there, a couple of them. So he was, and one of the hero types. Yeah, he was funny too.
Yeah, and you enjoyed the guy who liked being dominated by hot Asian bad lady.
The guy was a good actor.
Oh, I forgot to mention, in this movie, they did not want to seem racist about their bad guys. So what they'd do is they'd have one hot Asian bad woman.
Yeah.
And then they would have a hot Asian good woman to
fighting.
Counteract. But
they're in the same costume. You're going, okay.
And it's
like trying to tell two great cats apart in a fight.
They'd have like one bad black man, one good black man. And anyway, so
they did.
It's funny
I couldn't tell them apart.
They were trying for that, and which I mean, it's an interesting idea. But still, it's hard to watch. Maybe, you know, how they used to do it in, James was mentioning the old cowboy movies, they'd put a white hat on the good guy.
Yeah,
so you could keep it straight, you know? Just give even the hot Asian good woman, give her a little ribbon in her hair that's white. Something so we can tell. Maybe, I mean, both of the hot Asian women were tattooed. Maybe give hot Asian good woman good tattoos, like hearts and rainbows or something. I don't know. Just some way so we can tell them apart. Because honestly,
they were both scantily cladded, and in black. You know, what little there was black, and stuff like that. So you're just watching this flurry of, you know, claws and stuff like that, and you're going, who is what? You know. Yeah. And now the black guys, they never came to blows, did they?
No, I don't think so.
But they were dressed whatever, and
they weren't even doing any
that with the white guys. I can't remember.
Like the black man who was leader bad guy. He wasn't even doing any of his own fighting. Hot Asian bad lady was fighting for him.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So
that's pretty good. But I did like. I'm glad you mentioned the mall cop first, because that was awesome. You know, like just a little cameo, but. Did a great job. Hollywood, hire that dude. You know, give him a lead role. You know, Melissa McCarthy or whatever her name is. I don't think she was lead role material, according to Hollywood, until she was in Bridesmaids or something like that. Was she in Bridesmaids and was funny in that?
She
that
was
a
in
funny
that.
movie. They had a lot of good people there. I watched it because of Kristen Wiig.
They finally decided that she should get up on the screen a little more.
Well, she's leading role material. Same thing with this mall cop guy.
So did you like this one at all, The Stranger? So we did a bunch of violent sort of stuff all at once.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And you didn't enjoy that?
Well, no. It was horror movie stuff. I'm not a big fan.
I heard a lot of screaming.
There was a lot of screaming, a lot of banging.
And Liv Tyler looked very nice.
She does. She's got a bit of a horse face, but a lot of people like that.
Anyway. I watched this one this morning. You did not, but you didn't miss anything.
Oh,
what was it called? Wanda?
Wanda? Is it about a witch then?
No. It's about, now, I don't want to seem racist. It's about a white trash woman from Virginia or someplace like that, I think.
West Virginia, maybe?
Maybe. I was not watching very closely. Mm-hmm. I was busy packaging seeds to give away to people so that they can try to keep themselves alive.
West Virginia's kind of like their Newfoundland. You know, poor people live.
I know.
And they're made fun of, you know. The Southerners are made fun of.
And this movie, they're just portraying things, right? It's made to seem sort of like a documentary. And there's this woman, she's not taking good care of her children or her husband. And the husband, he's wanting to leave her, so she's going to show up for court. She shows up late, smoking, and the judge says, you can't smoke in here. And the husband, in the meantime, while he's trying to keep the judge from just kicking the whole case out or whatever, because his wife isn't there, he's saying, you know, this is just like her because she wasn't taking care of the children. I'd get up and make myself something before I went to work, and I'd have to, there'd be a diaper beside the kid, and the kids would be a mess and this and that. And he's like, he's explaining the situation, and then she wanders in and she's like, yeah, the kids would be better off without him. She doesn't dispute it at all. So, and then she's in the show. She hooks up with this. He's bad news. So he's a kind of a mafia type. He doesn't have citizenship. He's wanting to do something illegal with her involved, and I'm not going to spoil it or anything by telling you in case you want to watch it. And she's basically become his... He doesn't have a house, so it's sort of like a rent girl. Anyway, and he gets her to drive for him, and she's like, yeah, I could do that, okay. And then she's driving. She's not bright. She is not bright at all. Not smart. Obviously, he gets her to read something for him, and she's reading like, well, I don't know what level children read at anymore, because I'm not around children, so I don't know. But like James says, he couldn't remember a time when he couldn't read.
No, I
He could
can't.
always read.
Of course, my memories don't go by that deep,
were both
but they
teachers,
go
and
into
his mom
late
really
threes
cared
or
to teach
something
him.
like that. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, and for me, I guess I was reading maybe 5 years old, I think. And I mean, not well, but
Now,
as
when
well
were
as
you
Wanda.
reading Stephen King? Yeah. Preteen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about 10.
Yeah,
I was really into
impressive.
Stephen King. Went
You
through
were
a
way
lot
ahead
of...
of us in reading. When I was 8, I was reading hardcore books.
No, that's not... You see, Stephen King isn't ahead of Hardy Boy. Well, I haven't read Hardy Boy, so I don't know. But
It's ahead of Hardy Boy.
at the same time, I was reading Nancy Drew, because I'd get them from garage sales for cheap, and I thought, this is what I should be reading at my age. For some reason, I just thought this is appropriate. So I was getting these Nancy Drews, and I was like, gosh, these are boring. And really, I hated the advertisements for the next books in them. I couldn't stand it. So I couldn't even be bothered to read those things. And so then I got into Stephen King, and then I had sleeping problems. But really, Stephen King, I'd say it's about the level of Nancy Drew. It's really not, it's not tough reading at all. At all.
I've never read a Stephen King novel. It's just they're huge, aren't they? Like,
they're long,
yeah.
but there's always something exciting happening, so it's going to keep you in it. If you're at a grade 5 reading level, you should be able to read Stephen King. So if all you read is Stephen King, then you can tell yourself, oh, I'm at a grade 5 reading level.
Well, there you go.
Because that's what I was reading in grade 5, and it was the same as Nancy Drew. So anyway, so Wanda, she's not bright. She was a bad mother, bad wife. She has nothing to offer the world. Nothing. So am I supposed to feel sorry for her in her position, that she's at the end of the movie, you know, she's saying, or she's in a bar smoking, and that's going to be her life. She goes to clubs and she smokes. She could be sitting out on a park bench and reading in the sun, getting a little bit of sunshine, free vitamin D. But no, she's inhaling cigarette smoke instead in a dark bar.
With a library book, getting free vitamin D and free
so
knowledge.
I don't know. Anyway.
So, free enlightenment. Free light and free enlightenment. Somehow go together. Anyway, yeah. We just kind of had a marathon of viewing here. Movie marathon.